welcome back to World of Warship. Today I will specially dedicate this video to new beginners. And the first thing I pop up when I starting the game, I did not playing for 2 days because I was busy as heck to editing and do other stuff, so I did not have time to play the game. Anyhow, our friend USS Arizona 2050 have a question. The question is, how can I improve this game? No matter what I do, I always end up being one of the first people to die, and I am getting tired of it. Do you have any advice? You seems to be a good player to learn from. True, I am a good player. I have almost 9,000 battles in World of Warship. Now, once again folks, this video is for new beginners. The players, maybe they're not comfortable, they don't know how to play this game. USS Arizona 2015, I'll give you my advice. There's at least, how should I say, 3 different things that I would like to mention. One, the number one, the most important is type of vessel. Are you a battleship captain? Are you cruiser captain? Are you destroyer captain? Why? Or aircraft carrier captain? Same things. You have to know what's the strength about the destroyer. How can you avoid to not be the first one to die? It's simple. Let's say, just this is kind of important. Let's say that you're a destroyer, right? And let's say if you have Kiev, let's say you go in the cap and try to cap. It's a bad idea to cap with Kiev because she has such a bad concealment. You have to know, because everyone will spot before you even come close to the spot. And then if an enemy destroyer does not use their guns and just spotting you, the enemy behind the destroyer, I'm talking about cruiser and battleship, will fire at you and you might be deleted. Alright? Now, let's say if you're playing cruiser, what's the role of cruiser? If you're showing this side of any battleship, you can be one-shot deleted. And especially with this large, high in the water citadel. And believe me when I'm saying huge, big citadel, she has one of the really tasty citadel for the I'm talking about the battleships. Don't ever try to show yourself, try to angle. And something else, this is the most important, don't YOLO alone, don't go alone. Let your claw be close to battleship. You are just a supporter, you are not in front first line ship. You know, you understand what I'm trying to say. Know your range. Same thing goes, let's say if you're destroyer. Support other destroyers and let's say a Japanese destroyer be in the front and you're just behind, let's say 2 kilometers or 1.5 or something. Let the your friendly destroyer how should I say, spot for you. You're only a support if you're playing the Russian. Same thing goes for, let's say you are Mayhan or I don't know, let's say Fletcher. Now with Fletcher's different story, and some US, they have good concealment, but Mayhan tier 40 has bad concealment. You're more, or you have such a bad concealment versus all other tiers that you, same thing, don't go the first one in the cap. You might die very fast. Know your role. Same thing goes for aircraft carrier. The position is everything. If you put yourself, because you're so slow, if you see, let's say the enemy are pushing hard one side and you might be detected soon, well, you have to way before the enemy reach you. You have to move and move fast because you're too slow to do anything when they caught you. And same thing goes with everything, you know. With Cleveland, what's your best friend with Cleveland? I'll tell you what's a best friend. It's Ireland. Stay close to one island and try to support your team. Don't forget, you don't have such a great range, and you may struggle to hit your enemy within, let's say, 12 or 13 kilometers. It's not easy, also almost impossible. So you have to know your ship. Let's say with the Bugioni, use your range. Don't come within 4 or 5 kilometers to a battleship. You're doing something wrong. You have one of the best laser guns for tier at tier 6. Use your damn how should I say range. Know your ship. Use your range to your advantage. You will hit a battleship and even a cruiser at your max range. Why? You have 950 meters per second. How should I say? Now let's go to the battleship. You have to know what's your strength and what's your weakness. If you're a battleship, remember, maybe you're not that fast, especially if you have a US or this Bayern. Go with your fleet. Don't ever try to be alone. A lone battleship versus another tier 5 or even tier 6 destroyer, it's a dead battleship. Why? Because the biggest threat a battleship has is not cruiser or not even other battleship, to be honest with you. Yes, if you're 3 versus 1, okay, you will be deleted. But the easiest way to delete you, it's actually a destroyer who never open up fire, just send in the torps and you're a goner. Don't ever try to be alone. A lone ship, when aircraft carrier is striking or destroyer striking, you are how should I say? You're a goner. You're going back to port very fast, and then your time in the World Warship is not that fun because you got deleted. So know your position, know your strength, know your speed and max range and stuff like that. You know what I mean? A battleship can be very strong, a powerhouse. Remember, if you are close to another 2 other battleships, man, seriously, not a whole lot enemy can take you down. Not 1, but 3, which staying very close together to all that 3. You have AA covered, you can defend yourself. Remember your secondary. You have to know everything you know about the strength about that particular vessel and that ship you enjoy to play. You know what I mean? And let's say you're in Shanors organized now. Well, you don't want to snipe with this thing at 17-18 kilometers because dispersion are so bad, you're never gonna hit anything. But what you are cruiser and battleship hunter. Battleship hunter, Zero, are you crazy? No, I'm not joking. I want to come within 6 kilometers of my enemy because of those two things. I have one of the best tier 7 secondary in this game and deadly torps. I want to torp them and use my guns and my secondary to delete that Nagato or the Colorado or stuff like that. So you have to know your strength. And something else, and this is kind of obvious. Let's say that you're not comfortable. You just purchase a new ship and you don't know how to play that particular ship. You know what I urge you? Coop battle. Go versus Coop battle. And they are not easy to take down, but you learn. You learn the angle. You learn the position, you learn everything. So I do urge you to play more Coop battle if you're not comfortable and you didn't play that many games. And believe me, World of Warship, it's fun when you master it, about the ships I'm talking about. You know the range, you know the strength about that particular ship. So it is for me a lot of fun. How should I say? I know for you sounds kind of hilarious and stupid, but sometimes I'll just take my Bismarck and go with Coop battle. I have so much fun you're never gonna believe. Because Seriously, guys, I'm not lying. Even though I have 9,000 battles and I do enjoy coop battle with this particular ship because it's fun as hell to engage bots and actually trying to angle and nuke them hard, and that's for me it's a pleasure. Even though I master the game and know the strain, it's still fun to play co-battle. That's me, but you have maybe other idea and so on, but this is for new beginners. And something else, this is very important. Now, don't freaking rush to tier 5 and 6. Let's say you are a new beginner and you want still to learn the game and you still are not comfortable with some ships. You know what I recommend you? I do recommend you to go and play tier 4s. What's so special with tier 4? I'll tell you exactly what's so special with tier 4. Let's say if I have a really bad nasty day that all tier 10 were camper, I had no fun whatsoever to playing with tier 10, and sometimes, believe me, it is true. Take a tier 4, doesn't matter if it's a cruiser, battleship, or destroyer. Why? You never gonna face at the highest tier, some tier 5s. Most of you, it will face same level as you, and sometimes even one tier lower. So tier 4 are preferential matchmaking, which basically means that you never gonna have 2 levels up. You're never gonna shoot any Cleveland with your Kuma and so on. And you don't have to face very powerful enemy. Of course, sometimes you might face some tier 5, but most of the time you will shoot other tier 4 and even some tier 3s. So this is how when I'm, let's say, I would like to have fun and not maybe focus very hard and try to hard carry, because to be honest with you, at tier 4 it can go either way. But the thing is, before you go down, you might do as much damage as anyone else, because for me the sweet spot of all new beginners are tier 4, not higher, not tier 5, because at tier 5 you're gonna cry. I really mean that you're gonna cry. Okay, Congo has good range, but she often face tier 6 and tier 7, and that's life for tier 5s. But for tier 4, on the other hand, it's different story. So my friend USS Arizona, I hope you take my advice and try to not disappoint. This is a fun game. I understand that your frustration, you don't want to the first one to get wrecked no matter what you do. And something else, and this is very important, it takes time to know where to aim. It takes time to know the angle. It takes time to know when you're using your torpedo, the spotter, the radar, and so on. It's a lot of things they have to keep in mind, and the only way how you become better, it's by playing. And I'm not playing tier 10, no, I suggest you to go back to tier 4 and try to learn how to aim, learn how to use your rudder, and how to angle yourself towards other ships and so on. And this is the best thing I can say to you. So I hope, I wish you good luck, and please don't give up so easy. I know that if you just practice a little more, you will become a better player. Thanks guys for watching. I wish you have a good day.